Hi, this is Phil, and I'm here to tell you all about the Capes and Lunatics Patreon. Get early access to all of our interviews, including the monthly Chichester chats with writer and comic book legend DG Chichester, new episodes of classic Capes and Lunatics shows, including The Quantum Zone, This, That, or the Third, and many, many more specials, all completely uncensored. Access starts for $3 a month, full video when you pledge $5 a month. Check out the link in our show notes or go to patreon.com/CapesandLunatics. Hope to see you there.
Hi, this is Jeff Johnson. You are listening to the Capes and Lunatics podcast.
In brightest day,
in blackest nights,
no evil shall escape my sight.
But those who worship evil's might.
Beware my power.
Green Lantern's light. Hello and welcome back to Sector 2814, the Green Lantern podcast. I am Phil. Joining me, as always, a very sleepy Master of the Core.
I am Will. Hey, everyone.
That's right. And this week we'll be covering Green Lantern Corps 23 through 26. We're finally the rest of Ring Quest. We did part 1 last week, along with some fill-in issues. So
yeah, exactly.
But yes, Jeff Johnson, the great Jeff Johnson, did draw some Green Lantern, but also Will and I just talked to him again. Check out Capes and Lunatics episode 310. So
yep.
Go support his Kickstarter.
Go support that Kickstarter. Absolutely.
Yes. Rogues Kingdom. All right. Seems like I ask you this every week, but William, have you seen Quantum Leap yet?
Still not. I'm going to have to figure something out because I'm like, grrr.
There was a twist at the end of episode 1, and I was like, oh, what's he thinking of that twist? Since we are recording a little later in the week, yes, I got Green Lantern number 4 last week. Oh, I forgot to bring it out, but and this week, Green Lantern War Journal number 2 came out this week.
Okay, so what's the verdict? Good stuff.
Yeah, good stuff. It's everything is still good. Like I said, I mentioned to you, we get a Hal Jordan, Barry Allen team up in Green Lantern number 4, so. Lots of good stuff. Jeremy Adams interesting. It's like, well, Hal's really got to pour on the willpower because basically Hal gives something to Barry to run around at super speed, so he really has to pour on the willpower to keep it.
I was maybe it was Dan over at Mosaic Comics or the blog of OA, the podcast of OA. I'm not sure which. I listened to a lot of Green Lantern stuff during the week, but. There's a theory about Kilowog that I'm not going to get into because I don't want it to be correct, but it might be. But I think you, in some of the preview pages, Hal gives Sinestro the ring.
Oh, yeah.
And Sinestro says, this is not a Green Lantern ring. So I think one of the theories is that the reason Hal has to work so hard is because he's making Manhunter Tech do things that Manhunter Tech was never really meant to do because he has such a strong will.
I
really like that theory. I think it was Dan over at Mosaic Comics, but I like that. I like that a lot.
Because that seems that's when he first got that. Well, he got this ring is when that Manhunter showed up. Yeah,
exactly. Mm-hmm.
It's all Owen Tech. Yeah.
I'm really looking forward to reading the issues. I think I've got a week or two until a week. Yeah, about a week, 10 days till I get the issues. So looking forward to it.
But yeah, then the John Stewart's still good. Him and his mother take a trip to Metropolis because I think I don't know if John's like he's getting offered a job with John Henry Irons.
Oh, cool, very cool.
Then he gets attacked by that same new Green Lantern and 2 of his buddies, and so got more
he just doesn't give up. He doesn't give up. Huh?
Yeah, no. And then we get, what's the woman from the other universe?
The Revenant Queen.
Revenant Queen shows up towards the end. So you get a lot in there.
Excellent. Looking forward to it.
And then next week, I believe, is the first issue with that Alan Scott. So the Green Lantern Alan Scott series. Yeah. But this week, Jeremy Adams had Jay Garrick, the Flash #1, which was good.
Oh, okay, cool. I should be getting that in too.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Art was good, story was good. Yeah, because it kind of spins off of I don't know if you read Stargirl, The Lost Children, but it's basically all the like most or all the Silver Age heroes had sidekicks, but they were like stuck out of time on this like mysterious island. So it's like all of a sudden it's like elderly Jay and Joan Garrick have like a teenage daughter again.
Okay.
But she was taken out of time in like 1963. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and then everyone forgot about her. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, cool. Oh, that kind of ties into the Red Lantern having a daughter named Ruby, right?
Yeah.
Did
I,
I did
again,
we
most like I said, most of the Golden Age heroes had, there was a lot of sidekicks going to be floating around now. I think so.
Mhm. Cool.
All right, but yeah, Alan Scott will come out this coming week. So I like this. There's like 3 of the 4 weeks we get a Green Lantern book
Yeah, it's very nice to be back to getting regular Green Lantern, you know?
from 0 to 3. I'll take it.
Exactly. Exactly.
That's right, DC. It's not all who 24/7.
Batman, my favorite character.
Sorry, Ray. Anytime anyone says Batman anymore, I just hear that voice in my head.
Batman,
Exactly.
my favorite character.
I'm trying to think of anything else going on TV show wise or comics.
Soka ended pretty well, I
Yeah,
thought.
yeah.
Although the actor that plays the main villain, the man Balin,
Okay.
I believe he passed away recently.
Oh, yeah. Oh, maybe.
So apparently there's a big plot going on with him that's going to carry over into subsequent seasons. So I wonder how they're going to handle that because I really like the actor. I thought he did a really good job in Ahsoka.
I'm
It
sure.
worked.
I'm sure we can find a way.
Yeah.
Put him in a Darth Vader suit. Come on.
Yeah, there you go. Let's see, Ahsoka. We were watching that. We were
Oh,
watching.
hey,
Good.
Loki started.
We did. We watched the first 2 episodes of Loki. I thought those have been pretty good so far.
Yeah. I've seen a theory that it's like Loki and then like some of the upcoming movies or the MCU might do like a soft reboot at some point here in the next few years.
Oh, okay. Well, I
Maybe
mean,
Secret Wars or whatever. Yeah.
we that's one of the criticisms that we've talked about the Marvel universe is that hey, great, you started with Captain America and Chris Evans is awesome, but he can't be Captain America for 40 years, okay?
Or
60 years.
or even like Robert Downey Jr. I mean, he started
Yeah.
older, and I mean, between that and I think he was making what some small nations were making by the end of his tenure.
Yeah.
So
And so we can't, you're going to have to bring in new actors or something,
yeah.
because there's a problem with aging. Yeah, and I'm still I'm still questioning the keeping that 5-year jump, because it I don't know that it really added a lot to, the universe as a whole. But
Mhm.
I don't know. And we are way off topic. What do we got? A Guy Gardner book tonight?
Well, kind of. Sort of. All right. So
We have a good Guy Gardner book tonight.
that's right. All right. So yeah, Green Lantern Corps. Yeah, 23 through 26. All right. It's kind of weird. I don't have a synopsis for the first one. The last 3 I do. The final issue is a small synopsis, and
Mhm.
but the middle 2 are kind of decent. But yeah, no synopsis for this first one. But here I'll do the credits. Oh, forgot. Got it on the iPad. All right. All right. So Green Lantern Corps number 23 from June 2008. Ring Quest Part 2. Writer Peter Tomasi, penciler Patrick Gleason, inker Prentice Rollins, colorist Guy Major, letterer Steve Wands, and editors Adam Schlauman and Eddie Berganza. Like I said, I don't have a synopsis for this, so
Uh, doesn't it start with Mongul?
yeah, playing with the
And
Black Mercies or whatever.
yeah. hmm So yeah, I know I read these when they came out, but it was like I was reading them again for the first time because there are some things that happened in subsequent issues here that I was like very angry about, and
Yeah.
also very surprised at. I'm sure we'll get to those in a minute, but Mongol, and then the rings finding absolute horrors, to empower as part of the Sinestro Corps, right?
hmm
Was this the issue where Sinestro drew his symbol?
Oh, well, we're calling in all the
Yeah, we're calling it all the
Corps
lanterns.
members. Hold on, I'm looking at this, and Mongol recruits that like two-headed guy
Yeah.
from the Penal Institution of Mental Health.
Yeah.
Hold on. I don't. Wait. Yeah, no, we're not at Sinestro yet, but
Okay.
yeah, we kind of put our team together, and Kyle and Guy are leading this. Aricia and the others.
Yeah, we've got Sodom Yat, Aricia. We've got Vanth, and I can never remember the other one's name. Is Vanth the lizard guy, or is Vanth the Thanagarian?
Is it? I was waiting for. I'm looking for the names here. Well, wait, isn't? Oh yeah, isn't? Oh no, isn't Sodomy at not the lizard guy, the other guy?
Yeah, he's Thanagarian, right?
I
He's,
think
I
so.
think.
Yeah.
And then we had the Iolande and
hmm
the Zit, right? I think, yeah.
Yeah, Sornik
And Soranik and Kyle team up, and yeah,
I love how when the ring calls them and then kind of like drags them to Oa. Guy's asleep.
yeah.
Warrior.
Oh, and Stell is in on this one
Yes.
too.
Yeah, Stell's like trying to put himself back together.
hmm
So, and then the Guardians are basically tasking them with finding the lost Sinestro Corps rings.
Yep. Before they can get attached to anybody else, and
Yeah.
return them to Oa.
Exactly.
Yeah, and don't Kilowog and Salak have a quick conversation?
Oh,
That may be the next issue. That's because I think that's where Sinestro.
yeah, no, I don't think. Yeah, I think it's not this one. That's my questions when I read these all in a row.
I know it reads as one story, right?
Yes.
Where's the break?
Especially when I'm reading on the app, I just whoop, next issue, whoop,
Yep.
whoop. But yeah, they basically find their way there, and Aricia and what's our Daxamite's name?
Sodom Yat, the
Sodom. Yeah,
ultimate Green Lantern,
yeah,
Ion, right?
yeah. They get the Black Mercies first here. Yeah, so they can't find Sodom or Aricia, and when Cal calls in, Salak's like, "Oh, the Guardians want you to keep going." And they're like, "No, we're not leaving anybody behind."
Exactly.
Cal goes, "I'm done going to any more Lantern Memorial services."
Yep.
Guy, yeah, what he said.
Now, something interesting happens with Guy in the final issue
Mhm.
that I do want to talk about.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and Mongul pulls a Hal Jordan with all the rings.
Yeah, all the rings. Yeah, it's not how it works. Sorry.
I mean, at least he's keeping them away from other people, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, and the people that he's taking those rings from aren't exactly super nice people, right?
No. Nope, exactly not. All right. So yeah, I mean, not bad. There's some setup here, but
Oh,
yeah,
the art's great. Patrick Gleason's doing
oh
the
yeah,
art.
art's always
Top
Patrick
notch.
Gleason's always great. Yeah. Oh yeah, the Sinestro thing is the second issue.
Gotcha.
So should we get to the second issue?
Let's dive right in, sir.
All right, like I said, I think I got a synopsis for this one. All right. So Green Lantern Corps number 24 from July 2008. Ring Quest Part 3. I think we got same team except inkers. This time we have Drew Garassi and Prentice Rollins.
Okay.
And I think everyone else is the same. All right. In their search for Arisia and Sodom Yat, the Green Lanterns arrive at their ring's last known location, the Black Mercy planet. Arriving, they find that the planet is orbited by a massive amount of corpses from different worlds, having died of different causes.
Not creepy at all.
No. Heading down to the surface of the planet, the rings report a loss of contact with Sodom and Arisia's rings, while they discover that the planet is covered with black mercies. This leads Cal and Guy to conclude that Mongul was involved. After a brief recap of Mongul 1's history and Mongul 2's recent exploits, Fath Sarn concludes that Mongul has one yellow power ring and actually becomes a little eager to take him out. Sornik Natu resumes her debate on the ethics of lethal force, while Cal tells them that they need to find Arisia and Sodom. On Oa, the Guardians build a science cell to hold all the yellow power rings. Kilowog would rather see them destroyed, but Salak reminds him that it is the Guardians' decision. Heading down to the science cell, Salak drops the rings and a severed arm holding a ring off. Observing, Sinestro bites off some of the skin of his finger, then draws the Sinestro Corps seal with his blood on the window. The other imprisoned members of the Sinestro Corps follow their leader's act of defiance.
You think keeping all those rings close to Sinestro and all of the Sinestro Corps members is a good idea? It doesn't seem that way to me.
In your face, but again, the Guardians are billions of years old. I'm sure they've thought this out.
Yeah, I'm sure they've thought this through. Exactly.
On Ater Clementia, Sodom and Arisia are in the thrall of the Black Mercy, but they are not experiencing their greatest dreams. Mongul has altered the Black Mercy's basic genetic structure to force the recipients to live out their worst nightmares. Sodom failing to win a battle and Arisia being killed and left for dead again. Mongul observes, delighting in their torments. Dul Eknaham, however, would rather be killing the two lanterns in their own preferred styles. Mongul tells them to do nothing but continue harvesting the seeds, and the two lanterns will be offerings to Mother Mercy. Having harvested a number of altered seeds, Mongul uses his ring to form a cannon that fires the seeds to other worlds. From a distance, Buzzed sees the shot and directs the other lanterns to its location. Heading into the groove, they discover that Arisia and Sodom have been swallowed up and are being digested for the Mercies. Guy and Cal dive in to pull them out, while the other lanterns start chopping and burning the Mercies away. Guy and Cal finally manage to pull Arisia and Sodom out. Sornik needs to get them back to Oa to properly remove the Mercies, and she needs to do so immediately. Unfortunately, as she's saying this, the ground splits asunder as a massive black Mercy emerges, screaming that the Green Lanterns are killing her children. Thoughts?
That was scary.
Yes. Oh yes, and they did do like little flashback panels from while they were talking about the first Mongol, and of course you saw, for the man who has everything from Alan Moore. And,
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And they talk about Coast City, of course, as well.
Yes. Said that bastard Hal Jordan.
Yeah, I thought this was a good issue. And I do have a question. So Mongol shot those off. Did I don't think it was addressed in issue or parts 3 or 4. Did they go after those seeds?
Again, I can't remember. I haven't reread these for a while, so maybe we'll
Hmm.
get to that in an upcoming. I can't remember.
Yeah. Or did Mother, because we know what happens with Mother Mercy, did she handle it? I don't know.
Maybe. I don't know. We'll have to see. But yeah, I mean, the Black Mercies are even creepier now that they're not they're not even giving you your greatest dreams. It's just like, here's a nightmare for you.
Yeah. Yay.
Uh, but yeah, that whole scene with the sign cells is just Sinestro's just like, yep.
Yeah. What could possibly go wrong? I don't know.
All those rings and all those prisoners, those defiant prisoners. Yeah, what could go wrong? Yeah.
What could possibly go wrong with that?
Yeah. Hmm. Oh yeah, some of them are just like slapping heads or other body parts on there to draw the blood. Yeah, Sinestro just uses his finger.
Hmm.
Mm. But it was that Vaz, I guess, who just like just stays down there.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Mm. Oh yeah, supposedly, yeah, the cell with all the rings is impenetrable and escape proof. Salak says.
Yeah.
Yep.
And the Titanic was unsinkable.
Sure. I see a big old iceberg there drawn in blood.
Exactly. Exactly.
But yeah, no, this is good, and yeah, that's quite the cliffhanger with that giant plant coming out. My children. So yeah, so we have a sentient Black Mercy here,
Black
kid.
Mercy.
The source of it all. Yeah.
Mama Mercy.
Sounds like something from Apocalypse.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, I love this cover in number 25 for part 3. Yeah, number 25. Yeah, look,
Yeah,
that's a good cover.
excellent cover.
Should do a poster of that. All right. So, any other thoughts on the second one, or should we get to 3?
Let's go ahead and get to 3.
All right. All right. So, Green Lantern Corps number 25 from August 2008. Ring Quest Part 4. Same team, but Drew Garassi's back to being the only inker. The Green Lantern Corps finds itself pitted not only against Mongul to save Sodom and Arisia, but an entire planet made of black mercies that seem to be under the control of a quite possibly darker and more disturbing force. This creature, the Corps will come to fear, is known simply as Mother Mercy, and it has no plans of showing any now or ever. And that's our synopsis. All right. All right. So
If I remember here, Sorenix like saying, "Hey, we've just been killing her children." She's
yes.
kind of annoyed, so maybe we should try not to, attack her and kill her.
Oh
And
yeah.
then ultimately, she puts Sodomyat and Arisia in front of her, and her children come off them instead of having to be removed. And then they start talking. Arisia's definitely annoyed, though, if I remember correctly.
Oh yeah. Don't forget it starts raining corpses too.
Yes, it does.
Because yes, the gravity change now it's just raining corpses.
And then just as soon as they come to kind of an agreement that they're not going to try to kill each other, Mongol shows back up, right? Or
Mm-hmm.
is that the end of this issue?
Let me see. Well, yeah, they're dealing with the mercies here. Let me. Yeah, Mercia wasn't in the mood. Oh, we get the history of Mongol shows up like on the last page. Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
Dre shoots guy in the back. Yep. But yeah, then we get the history of Mother Mercy's base. She's basically in the I am this planet. The planet is me. Basically, just stayed in the ocean and then this alien crash lands, and that's when she discovered that she could releasing a constant stream of chemicals, neurodampeners that influence his perception of pain. These two factors allow me to generate a perpetual state of bliss. So even though he died, she made him not aware of, he wasn't
Yeah.
aware of it.
Exactly.
And then she created her children, and then I guess he shows up one day and just harvests them for his own purposes. Mongul, the first Mongul.
Mongul, of course. And she let him because it meant that the rest of them would survive.
Yes. Oh, let's not forget the one page with the Guardians where they're just like, oh, look there in Sector 1416 on Zamaron. Proof that the violet surge was not an aberration. And will not remain behind the one sector. Yes.
Yeah, the War of Light is coming, and yet we expelled Ganthet and Saeed for telling us that it was coming. Gosh, we're so smart because we're billions of years old.
Yes, where the light ignites and burns away all that we know. So I think it's interesting. Is it like a parallel where this Mother Mercy is basic? Well, I think even she says there's always been a Mother Mercy on this planet. So I don't know if it just regrows or if it's just but it's like the Mongul, where the line just keeps going on with Mongols.
Well, and I thought it was really interesting too. I mean, because in the next issue, the choice that's presented, I think, was really interesting.
Oh yeah. All right. What do you want to get to that?
You bet. Let's go. And so there's actually lots of interesting things in this issue that I do want to kind of chat about. But go ahead, let's get the synopsis for it.
All right. Let's see. All right, so Green Lantern Corps number 26 for September 2008. Ring Quest Part 5. Again, we're back to two inkers, Drew Garassi and Prentice Rollins. Everyone stays the same, so. All right, real long synopsis here. Kyle, Guy, Sotomiat, Aricia, Sornik, and other members of the Green Lantern Corps wage an all-out battle against Mongul and the mysterious Mother Mercy.
Boom.
Boom.
That is technically true. So, before we get to Mother Mercy, the thing that bothered me the most about this issue, and it was probably meant to, was the death of Bzz. Okay?
Yes.
I was like, what the? What the F? Sorry. Sorry, Ray. I was like, man, I didn't remember that. That sucks. So I did. He busted out Mongul's eyeball, which was kind of gory, gross, and cool at the same time. But he dies, so they take him back to Oa. The other thing that happens is Guy kills that Sinestro Corps member, which that's the first time he's ever killed someone, I think. And I'm wondering, in the future, does that happen more often? Does it happen again? I don't know.
Yeah, like I said, I haven't reread these in a while, so yeah, we're gonna see. This is
And then the last thing is Mother Mercy gets presented with both a Bazit's Green Lantern ring and that Sinestro Corps member's yellow ring.
Mm-hmm.
And she gets to choose, and she chooses will over fear, right? But not really, because I don't remember what happens here, so I'm really interested to see.
Yeah, me too.
But for her, it wasn't really about will; it was about hope, right? And I thought, Oh wait, why isn't she getting a blue ring? Well, because technically they don't exist yet, I think. Anyway, we're working on that. Ganthet and Saeed are working on that.
Oh yeah, maybe.
But
Maybe we'll see something with that. Yeah. Again, I can't remember. I'm excited to reread these.
So I mean, it was good that now is Mongul really dead? I don't know if Mongul's appeared since then. I was a little disappointed because yeah, he's Mongul, but still a seasoned Green Lantern should be able to, I feel like a seasoned Green Lantern should be able to be more effective against Mongol than all of them were, no matter the number of rings he had.
Again, it's like we talked about this at Emerald Twilight. It's like it doesn't matter how many rings you have; it's not increasing your willpower.
Exactly, it's not increasing his ability to instill fear. So yeah, and that was a gut punch having Bizet die. I was not expecting that, and darn you. Who's the writer on this one?
Is it Tomasi?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tomasi. Darn you, Tomasi.
Killing all our favorites.
Yeah.
Oh, I love Guy Gardner, tactician of the core, and when they grab Mongol, where's that again? It's like slam his ass into that small man.
And yeah, I think this was a good little arc. I thought it was maybe a little weirdly paced because it was really like a 5-issue arc, but then we broke it up over 2 shows.
Well, they kind of did too because they did part 1, then they had that 2-issue
One,
fill-in, and then
they had a fill-in. Yeah, I know, which is
4.
really
Yeah.
which is really weird. So yeah, I mean, I get it. But it was a good arc.
Mhm.
Art was great. I think it was a good story. Aside from, I guess I'm fanboy number 1 at this point, but you shall bring him back. Sorry. Anyway, I wonder if maybe we'll see him during Blackest Night. I don't know. I guess we'll have to wait and see.
Yeah.
Let's see. What else it looked like we're getting closer. They're making Sodom Yat and Arisia get closer.
Yes.
They're getting closer to a romantic relationship. So let me think a second. We had Stell, Guy, Kyle. We had Izamat, Vant. We had Iolande and Soranik, right? Was that? Oh, I think that got all of them.
I think
so. I think that was what, 8? Was that 8 lanterns? So they were paired off in 2s.
Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Do we have? Well, with Buzz, did we have like 10?
Maybe we had 10.
Yeah. Yeah, Princess Iolande, Sornik, Arisia, Cal, Guy, Stell. We had Sodom, and then who's the other guy, the other dark haired guy?
Oh, was that Vanth? There was Izamat and then Vanth.
Izamat and Vath, yeah.
Yeah, Vath. You're right.
Pretty much most of the people we've seen highlight in this book, in the past.
Yeah, which is really cool because you're talking about 10 characters, right, that have been we've been weaving in and out with these characters and their stories for we're up to 26, so over 2 years, right?
Yep.
And unless I miss my guess, Vath and Izamat actually appear in that Superboy Man of Tomorrow #6 with Kyle and Guy.
Oh yeah, I'm trying to remember who shows up with them, but yeah, there are a few Green Lanterns that show up.
Mm-hmm. Which is cool.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm trying to remember who wrote that. I don't think it's Tomat. That's not Tomat.
Kenny Porter, I think.
Okay, yeah. Because I was gonna say I thought Tomasi bringing back some favorites. Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean it's cool that they're one not dead. You know.
Well, again, I mean, the Superboy stuff. I mean, we're on the other side of New 52, Rebirth, a couple
Oh yeah.
death metals. Dark Knight's death metals, and yeah.
Mhm. Well, and I I still am really really interested in the state of the Green Lantern Corps as it is now, right? Because we've gotten some, hey, look, there's several lanterns, Guy and Kyle. Hal quit for some reason, which we were going to find out. Sinestro doesn't have a ring or a core at this point. The UP is in charge, the United Planets are in charge of the core. But last we actually saw a core. Yeah, but I'm bummed.
Oh, I'm sorry. The core got dumped on by corpses.
Yeah, exactly. Um, some of the Green Lanterns have been moved to Blue Lanterns and Violet Lanterns. There was no longer a central power battery. You know, the we still haven't dealt with any of the ramifications of the last Green Lantern volume at all, right?
Mm,
Which is, I don't know. I want to know what's what, right?
exactly.
But apparently there's still a core now, and Izamat, because we saw Izamat in the Superboy, we saw
Uh,
Guy and Kyle. So
I think I don't know that I think that's pre Green Lantern #1. So yeah, I wonder. It's like
uh, what happened between that and what was it, the Unstoppable Doom Patrol? That's Guy and Kyle.
oh yeah.
What happens between that and Green Lantern #1?
And
That's
it's like
that's
are we giving out inferior rings to a new core, or did we find a way to reprogram rings, or what's going on?
yeah, because from the last series, we're veering way off at this point. From the last series,
Right.
all Owen Tech is gone
Yeah.
from the universe. No more Manhunt, which is weird because the Manhunter was there. How is that
Mhm.
possible? I don't know.
Or is there still Owen Tech out there?
Exactly. I don't know. But it's nice to see the core back,
Yeah.
then with these characters that we've come to love, and then also having some of these characters show up, in books coming out now, I think is cool.
Yeah, but the Manhunter stuff, I was just thinking, I was just, even as far back as like when Kyle was the only Green Lantern, there's always Manhunters floating around somewhere.
There's a Manhunter bits and pieces everywhere across the universe, particularly Sector 666.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Atrocitus, yeah. That's a deep cut, right?
Yes. Yeah. Uh, but yeah, there's a lot of stuff coming here. I mean, we're 2 weeks away from Secret Origin.
Hmm.
January we'll start in Black, or like 3 months, a little more. No, God, a couple months of Blackest Night.
Yeah, it's gonna be a really, really lot of darkness for a really long time, isn't it?
Uh-huh.
How did you look at a reading order? How exactly did you
Yeah,
set
I
that
did.
up?
I did look at a reading order. Yeah, of everything, kids, all the crossovers, yeah, the miniseries and stuff. Yeah.
Nice, because you know there's the 0 through 8, but then there's what 10 or 12 3-issue limited series, and then there's the brilliant. I have to profess my admiration for whoever came up with the idea to resurrect canceled series, basically zombie series. That's just genius. There are one shots of of a bunch of those as well.
Mhm.
So yeah, lots of Blackest Night really cemented Green Lantern as a powerhouse in DC.
Oh yeah.
A sales powerhouse.
Hmm. Oh no, I'm sorry. It's the full first 3 months of 2024 will be Blackest Night. So
All right, so we're gonna make it to spring.
yep.
Just in time for Brightest Day.
Get the
Perfect.
get the world's favorite brightest day. Yeah.
I never finished reading that. I think I got all the issues, maybe, but I don't know that I read them all.
I read it as it was coming out. I don't think I've reread it since it's come out.
Okay. I remember thinking that it was not quite comparable to Blackest Night, maybe.
Yeah, no, it was kind of an excuse to like, hey, which dead character should we resurrect? I know.
Here's one, and here's one, and here's one.
Yeah, I kind of jumped around and stuff.
Hmm.
It was kind of like 52, but one I don't think it was as long, and it wasn't as like. Trying to
Wasn't it like 26 issues or so? It's
Yeah,
pretty long, wasn't it?
yeah, it wasn't like a full 52, but it was like 26. I think it was 26, but you had like a couple storylines going at once. So
Yeah.
I think again, it's been a while since I read it. I think so it almost seemed like a bunch of short stories every time.
Hmm. Cool.
But we're gonna get there, kids.
We're gonna get there.
All right.
So's
Well,
the Green Lantern, and so's the Green Lantern Corps.
oh yes. All right. Anything else, William?
Nope, I'm good, sir. How about you?
I'm good. All right. Well, next time we'll be covering Green Lantern Corps 27 and 28, just 2 issues. Nice little
Cool.
and then in 2 weeks we'll start part 1 of our 2-part Secret Origin.
Starring who, Phil? Who stars in that?
That bastard Hal Jordan. uh,
Of course, of Hal Jordan.
Exactly.
yeah. So yeah, part 1 will be Green Lantern 29 through 31, and then the week after we'll do part 2 from Green Lantern 32 through 35.
Excellent. And then it's full throttle into Blackest Night.
Yeah, I got Green Lantern Corps 29 through 32, and then after that, Final Crisis, Rage of the Red Lanterns #1, and Green Lantern 36 through 38, Green Lantern Corps 33 through 38, Green Lantern 39 through 42, and then of course, kids, we're going to take a little break because the last episode of the year will be our 150th episode, so we're going to cover volumes 1 and 2 of Green Lantern Earth 1. So,
Oh yeah, I forgot that's what we were doing. Excellent.
yeah.
I need to get those. Absolutely.
I wonder if they're digital anywhere. Because I mean, it's worth it. Because I mean, there are like hardcovers. I don't know.
Yeah.
Did they put any of those in like a regular trade? I can't remember, but I know I think I have them in the hard cover. Yeah.
Mhm. Cool. I'll put those on the list. Excellent.
All right. So shall we adjourn for now so Will can go pass out?
It's been a long week. I would appreciate it.
All right. Yeah. So and I made him do 2 tonight. So. He's out on his feet, kids. All right. So, yes. So, send us your thoughts. Email us, CapesandLunatics@gmail.com, or call the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And remember, you can find all things Capes Lunatics, episodes, social media, merchandise, the Patreon. Again, you never know what you're going to find there. So, help support us there. And find everything at tubespace.io/Capes and Lunatics Podcast Network. That's tubespace.io/Capes and Lunatics Podcast Network. All right. Sleepy Master of the Core, Mr. Will Allred, Master of Kickstarter, Master of Podcasting, Master of the Quantum Zone. Where can people get a hold of you?
You can find me at Walred. That's WALLRED at Gmail and Facebook and Twitter or X. I'm not going to call it X, it's Twitter or Blue Sky, probably Mastodon, and lots of other places that I don't necessarily remember setting up at some point. But Anyway, I'm easy to find. If you'd like to check out some of the work that I publish as Kickstarter comics that I write, you can check out Crossover Division at crossoverdivision.com, which is very soon, very, very soon, going to get delivered to the printer so that we'll have some nice oversized hardcovers for the first 4 issues coming. Looking forward to that a lot. You can also check out Diary of Night at diaryofnight.com. And you obviously have great taste because you're here listening to Phil and I discuss, great series like Green Lantern and Green Lantern Corps, which means you probably also love Marvel's Quasar, as do we. And if you'd like to find out more, you can check that out at the Quantum Zone, quantumzone.org.
I'll put it in my navel.
Hey, boys, you look at the party? I love the party. I hope it's going somewhere nice.
They aren't even attempting to enter our orifices.
That's read
I, of course, love how Jordan.
All right. Those Black Mercies aren't even attempting to. All right, kids. Thank you for joining us. Come back next time. Green Lantern Corps 27 and 28, and then Secret Origin time. Learn why Sinestro feels so betrayed.
Exactly. And what does Atrocitus have to do with anything?
Turning back to those early days of the Silver Age. All right, kids, come back next time. And remember, don't be taking no shortcuts to anyone's secret garden. Good night.